Okay, page 1, get the template out, put it on, pre-drill holes. Template done, pre-drill the holes, then find little metal thing like this and place where pre-drilled holes are. Find where screws go, screw them in. So there's the pre-drilled holes, they all line up, isn't that lovely? Let's get that fixed. Number 3, insert this thingamajig there. That's the pivot for the hinge for the metal framing, it would seem. Okay, that's the first 2 items fitted. Let's go on to the next page. Right, we've got to get the framing and add some bits and pieces to it. Let's clearly look at what needs to happen. Okie dokie, let's do that. This is the next gadget. I'm a bit disappointed, I thought it was a car. Boom, boom. Right, let's get this fixed. Okay, the picture shows a little round thingamajig, which goes in here. There's one there. I've got to put a little end cap on the end down here. And apparently another one on the bottom here. Let's just show you what I'm doing. There we go, another one of these here. Okay, one on here. my persuader. Top tip for doing IKEA, RTFM, religiously. So that bracket there has now been installed. You've got to count the holes up all the way up to 34, so this is the 34th hole. Install that. Next thing is to offer the racking that we just put those attachments on into place, so that's that racking getting offered onto that guide rail there and up onto that, so let's do that. Okay, I've just put this in place. One thing to say, when you frame this out, just make sure that screw threaded bit there is on that side of the bar. I didn't really see it clear enough on the illustration, so when I offered it in the first time round, I had that the wrong way around, so I just had to quickly switch that the other way. Very basic. Next thing is to offer this into there like that. So that's your guide rail, so we'll now get that screwed in, so as you can see that's what holds it in place. There you go, that's that all done. Happy days, nicely screwed up. Next job is to put some little caps down there, so let's do that. That's just some more of these clearly illustrated, so we'll quickly fit them. Okie dokie, this other racking system has little hinges on it, so one slots into there with a washer, and then this, which has got the hole to accept the other one at the top, gets offered in like that at the same time and then all screwed in. So let's come back and that's installed. Okay, that's that done, so there you go. Next thing is to attach that to the door, so we've got these clips that all hook on, so let's do that. Okay, as per the instructions, that's that installed. Just make sure you've got that gap there rather than it being sitting on there, so it's got freedom of movement. The alignment clips, they snap off like this, so they go in the bin. Same with that one, make sure that's level and there's a little gap there. And then you've got the last two clips, they go in just to hold everything in place, so we'll get them put in now. Okay, so these are handed, so I've, as you can see, divided them into the different sizes, and then as per the manual, just slot them in, push them in, locate them, slide them down in position. So there's one already in, there's another one in, there's that one in, so we'll just go and infill the rest of them. Okay, that's them all in. I actually found that quite difficult. They slot in really easy, but to actually get them to locate in was quite awkward. So what I did is I put pressure on the bottom to make sure it was in properly, got my screwdriver on the top of that, and then pressed it down as hard as I could, and then it would slot down, but it did take a bit of effort. And obviously they need to be located in, otherwise they don't stay in place. So there's a little tip for you, make sure they lock in properly. Right, next. Okay, as you can see at the top, I've put the first one. It's very simple, they literally just slot down and in, so I'll put them in. There you go, nice and easy, nice snug fit, just a little bit of effort to put it in, job done. Let's So as you can see, they just slot in like that. So that'll be the same for this back racking system as well. So we will put them in there. There you go. That's that all done. Very easy. No problems. The only thing I'm missing is the plate that screws onto there to hold those two doors together. So we'll have to try and find that somewhere. Right, another job done. Oh look, the cooker's magically in. Yeah, off camera I fitted this. I'm still unsure if it's actually in the right place, but the size of that microwave looks like it fits perfectly in that gap, so I think I did do the right thing, but you never know. We're now just going to work out how that goes. I think it sits on a shelf. IKEA instructions are crap. You heard it here first. Well, you didn't, because you didn't ask anybody. Fucking nightmare. Right, let's get this in.
Reggae, blues, chill out, pop, 80s, 90s, dance, jazz and country. Whatever your style, whatever your mood, we've got it covered. There's something for everyone at 1.fm.
Can I get a lift, please?
That's one please.
Worked out. That was pure fluke. No, literally, I just offered it in, and yeah, it's worked out nice. So happy days. IKEA, you need to be, you know, more proactive and giving clearer instructions. Right, we'll get all that fixed in, and then we go from there. Oakley dokley. Off camera, I've just cleared this side. All the units were pre-made up earlier, so now what I've got to do is work out where I'm going to build the wall, which is along there, 600 back from the corner there, and we are basically going to be building it with a bit going right up to the ceiling where the sink splashback will be. So let's get that all done now. And here we have Tweedledee and Tweedledum doing God knows what to offer this plasterboard up before insulating for whatever reason. It does really blow my mind. Could you make that look any more awkward to fit? Why are you not insulated it?
That'd be a good idea actually, yeah. We're just trying it and make sure it fits.
This is why I'm the boss. I bet if I hadn't stood here and then that would have been insulated.
It would have been insulated actually, yeah. That would have gone back here and insulated it.
Even though you stood there, look, with your drill, look, see, this is where they get caught out, look. Max has got his drill ready to screw the board up. If it was just being offered up, why would you bother holding a drill?
And I haven't got a drill on me.
Shut up. Yeah, it's because you're incompetent. Okay, so the boys got all this lovely plasterboard and all closed in, happy days. So I will leave them alone. They were just offering the board up to make sure it fitted. I was only joking. So we'll just get this insulated and then boarded and then happy days. Okay, that's that ceiling all fully boarded. The boys are now framing this all out. So we'll come back when this is framed and insulated. Looks good fun. Working too fast. I did say once this was all framed and insulated I'd come and show it, but they've framed it, they've half insulated and they've started boarding. Look at that.
Can't do enough for a good lord.
That's very true, young peasant.
Thank you.
Right, we'll come back when it's boarded up. I've been very busy, so basically everything's now all in place. We've got the sink installed, we have the hob installed. I'm currently just fitting the under counter lighters, so that's all going in. This is all now been fitted and all the cables been ran, So that's happy days. This all got plastered as well, and we're now just about to plaster this wall here. That's it, crack on. So I'm still fitting lots and lots of door handles, or drawer handles should I say, for this one. Okay, as you can see, nearly all the handles are done, so I've just got the last few there. Pretty much the main part of the kitchen is all built. I fitted this post on the end the other day as well. These trims are shit, and also the top of the laminate chip, so we're going to get the little metal ones that fold over, so that'll hide that. We've got these lovely large format tiles. They're going to be going along now on that splashback, and we're going to be doing the same along there. So I'll be doing that soon. All the electrics are now all in place. We've got some kickboards to go on, but we are nearly there. So this room that we've been coming back to periodically, we plastered that yesterday, so that's that all done. We're going to be plastering that today, and now Craig and Connor have decided they want us to do this wall and eventually this wall. So this is the wall that we're going to be building up today, as well as that plastering, so we will come back when we're doing that. Okay, buongiorno, it's another day. We will be continuing on with fitting the tile splashbacks. So we have a couple of back boxes, so we've got to put that 4-1 there, and then we've got some doubles, so let's show you how we're going to cut these out. Okay, first things first, we put the level all the way across the sockets. Make sure they're all nice and level, so it's aesthetically pleasing to the eye. Right. It's a bit of a pain because the cable's all in the way, so I'm just going to roughly eyeball it in. And then we're going to cut this out. so now we check that the box fits, and then we carry on doing the rest of them. So let's come back when they're all cut out. Okay, that's them all cut out and tried and tested. The same for this side. Right, I've cut the first tile for here. Now we're having a splashback here, so we want the factory edge of the tile there, and typically 1.2 is just here, so this is going to be a very nerve-wracking cut. I've already told the client I take no responsibility if the tiles break during the cutting of the process, because a lot of the tiles are a nightmare for cutting these days. They can be very brittle, and obviously all due care and attention is always done by myself. I've been doing this for over 20 years, but you know, even with the best tools, they still break if they want to be a bitch. So I'm going to go do a nervous cut now, and then we'll offer this one up. Right, as you can see, that one's been all cut in place. That one's been cut in place. I did cut that one, and as I was cutting it, that part broke out. I told the clients these might break. So annoying. That one's there to go there. Then I got one last one that I could do there and there. So we'll just come back when it's done. This is before. Okay, that is all the tiling done. Dun, 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 dun. Very happy with that. Right, next thing I've been doing is I'm building this bulkhead along there. And just so you know what's going to be happening in upcoming parts of the video is this is all getting taken out. That beam's getting taken out. We're going to be putting a new beam along there. Then this will be opened up ready to fit the new staircase. But first things first, we're just going to build this little bulkhead detail here. Okay, that's the first part of the bulkhead built. So what's going to happen is we're going to have that one there, and then because obviously we've got this section here where the party wall was, obviously to infill that would look terrible, or it's just too big a job to sort out. So what we're going to do is we're going to put a piece of wood over that. So there'll be two boxings. Well, it won't be a boxing, that'll just be a fake beam, and that'll be a plasterboard beam, which will be wonderful. Right, there is now loads of little jobs that I'm going to do, which I'm not going to film. We'll just come back when they're done. So I need to plaster these bits of wall here, that bit of wall there, this little bit here and here. We need to get that dotted and dabbed on if we've got some dot and dab. I did film that earlier, so we'll see how that's going on. As you can see, Rob's insulated and closed it in. He's also been slapping some paint on these walls just to keep out of mischief. Basically, it's a logistical thing of this needs all ripping out so we can build this wall, but there's a guest looking after the house whilst the clients are away, whilst we're still working, so we need to obviously leave it usable for him. He goes in a couple of days, which will just be another video clip for you guys, and then we're ripping all of this out. All of this goes, it's gone, and then we get all this built up, and then we get all this plastered. It's as easy as saying it.